Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. It's the Ed August Astrology and Tarot Show. Hello, friends out there. It's another beautiful day here in Chandler, Arizona, with the sun shining, probably 65 degrees later today. And we lost a couple of people last week that were very important. We lost Carrie Fisher. Actually, she just passed away just within the last hour of a cardiac event that she suffered on board an airplane 4 days ago. And then we also lost George Michael, the famous singer and YouTube video star, MTV star, I should say, perhaps, of best known 20 or 30 years ago. And I was just looking at their charts, and it's interesting. We've got this Mercury retrograde going on right now that started on the 19th. It's going to go until the 9th of January. And Mercury retrogrades do not have anything to do with people passing away. You don't have to worry about that in particular. But there were some interesting things in the charts. Carrie Fisher was born in the 28th degree of Libra with Sun and Neptune closely together in Libra. That's definitely the sign of a dreamer, of a person who loves music and the arts. The kind of person who's almost too good for this world in some respects. And she must have felt some loneliness. She was born with Moon opposition Saturn. So despite, I believe she was married and had a child, and she was lucky in many other respects. She was born to some privilege with, Eddie Fisher being her father and Debbie Reynolds being her mother. Venus conjunction Jupiter in her chart. So things were not, that bad for her, but with the Moon opposite Saturn, that can still bring in some heavy-duty stuff. So we lost her at the age of 60. What a shame, what a shame. Looking at George Michael again very, very briefly, because I know that there's callers on the line that are waiting, so I can't stay here too long. He was born with Mercury and Venus in a close conjunction in Gemini. Mercury conjunction Venus can show artistic or literary abilities, but it also shows that he could that's Venus, or love Mercury, which is kind of like a male energy or boy energy, likes younger males or something. That's just one of the factors in his chart. And he was born with Mars conjunction Pluto, very close conjunction between Mars and Pluto. And sometimes this is seen in people who have really rough struggles and fights and like kind of like the rough side of life that kind of attracts them in a way. Well, he's going to be successful because Jupiter was in his 10th house, in his midheaven. But he also has Moon opposition Saturn, which is the same thing that Carrie Fisher had. So, I think I see some ups and downs in the emotions with him. And I believe that he did have that syndrome, didn't he? He had something, a little bit manic and depressive. And that, I think, is what did him in, along with drugs and alcohol. That's what it says in his bio, but I can see it right here in the chart. So let me go right to the callers, because I have one person here who's been on for quite a while. And I have 5 callers now. Is that possible? 5 callers? All righty, so let me go to 561. Area code 561. You've been waiting the longest. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, you're on the air. Hi.
Hi.
What's your first name?
Thank you for taking my call. Happy New Year's. It's Stacy.
Yes.
How are you doing? I kind of lost my voice. I'm getting it back.
Oh, great. I'm glad you're getting it back, because it makes you talking on the phone much more easy, and the radio too. Did you have a question I've been mostly doing tarot cards here for everybody since I just can't take the time to do a full reading. I'd love to do a full reading for everybody if they call me or if they contact me on my website. But what is your question today?
Oh, when do you see an opportunity for a job anything coming up.
An opportunity for a job. I am going to take my deck of the Waite Rider Tarot, and I'm thinking, would you please give me that first name again, please? My brain isn't working yet. Stacy. Yeah, I was supposed to get a coffee delivered, but nobody delivered my coffee. So I'm going on some
God, how do you function with your coffee?
I had a smoothie.
Coffee.
It was iced coffee. Well, I wish you could send some telepathically over here.
McDonald's has the best iced coffee. I'm not joking.
McDonald's has as good as Starbucks, if you ask me, and much cheaper. And that's without even getting into the gourmet.
How come it's expensive, Starbucks?
Just get the dollar cup. Just get the regular coffee, and maybe avoid Starbucks altogether. I don't like their politics too much. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. It's very important where I cut cards. Third of the way down, half the way down, 2/3 of the way down. Where would you like?
A third.
A third it is. When are you going to get a job? Ooh, the Empress. The Empress is sitting there, and maybe you're not looking in the right places. The Empress has a situation that's not so bad. It's kind of comfortable sitting home and talking on the radio. It's not a big deal. So here's the thing: is there's some caution being shown in the Nine of Wands.
No,
you've been looking.
I've been looking diligently. I've gone on how many interviews a week? It's terrible. And
really? Oh,
applying.
My goodness. Okay.
Yeah, when you get 5 interviews within in 7 days altogether, and nobody's coming through. How does that make you feel?
And that sounds like a normal job search to me. It's you have to do something special. You have to be, I don't know what you have to do. Walk in and put on a song and dance or something like that, like on stage. I don't know, to get people's attention.
Constantly applying. I have been. And I don't understand.
Well, the Empress, you know what? You're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful woman because the Empress shows a beautiful woman with a diadem of stars and holding a symbol, a scepter of power, and wearing gorgeous robes. And Venus is a planet of good fortune, one of the two. The other one is Jupiter. And so you have it in you to get exactly the job that you want. Now, the Nine of Wands, this next card, the next card shows caution, and you're almost like afraid now. You've been through this enough that you're starting to get weirded out by the negativity and the lack of response, and you wonder, why don't they like me? And the third card is the Two of Wands. It means looking for an opportunity that comes from possibly a little farther away than you expected. If you've been looking for opportunities in your town or city, you might consider, a nearby town, a nearby suburb. You might consider getting news from afar that could mean a job opportunity. And it's a matter of whether you want to. I see you don't want to move. You don't want to move and go any way farther away from where you are than where you are already.
Exactly. So what is?
Because I'm picking up 3 more cards: the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Moon, showing that you don't want to really go through the transformations and the inconvenience that you would have to have in order to do that. So, you might have to. I think you might have to settle for something that is local, nearby, but that is not going to be quite what you want, and you have to keep looking. The Two of Wands, the person in the Two of Wands is searching the horizon. They're waiting for a ship to come in, waiting for that ship to come in, and so the cards don't show you immediately getting the job that you want. It's just you're just going to have to, I guess, just try some new techniques and some, try to make some connections with some people that can help you. But I don't see you doing this right away. But you have it in you to do whatever you want to do and to be completely successful with it. I see that in the Empress card, and you should do very, very well. God, I wish we could talk a little bit more, but
so so financially, I'm just gonna do nothing. That's really sad. What a way to start out
no,
the
it's
new
not
year.
that you're not
going to
do nothing.
Yes, it is. It just shows nothing's going to come out. And it's been exactly 4 weeks.
Not immediately. And part of it, you have to look within. Look within to find out why are you not willing to make some changes or to go 50-50 on having to commute 20 miles or 30 miles or even move from where you are. Maybe there aren't. You see? Oh, geez, I wish I could help you more. Call me back, okay?
Well, I can't. Whatever.
I mean, another time. Okay, thanks, dear. Okay, bye. And let's go to 856 area code. Hello, 856.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. Trying to make sense out of a Tuesday. Tuesdays are almost like Mondays for me. And the coffee just arrived, but I haven't been able to take a sip of it yet. So, where is 856? What area code is that?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey. And what's your first name?
Rosemaria.
Rosemarie? Rosemaria?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Rosemaria. What can I do for you with my tarot cards today? What would you like to know?
Well, either way, a relationship that's coming in for a new or job with financial relocation. Either
so
one.
There's two things. Okay. So there's two issues. A relationship that's coming in that you want to is the guy in sight? Have you met the guy? Are you thinking of somebody in particular?
Yes, he's overseas.
Okay.
I just came back from him.
Okay.
I just came back from there too. So.
Oh, right. We're gonna take two selections of cards here. And the first one, I feel like cutting them about a third of the way down. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. And we'll see what's going on there. Ooh, this is something to nurture. The Seven of Pentacles. The farmer is looking at his plants growing, and there's big, juicy pentacles on them, which means that this is something really cool. And the 6 is a card of generosity and giving. Either you're giving yourself, to him generously and helping him out, or maybe he's doing this for you. And then the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is an exciting and new relationship that I think it just promises that this relationship is going to be special. It's going to be to your advantage. It's going to be fun. The Page of Wands is a little bit on the naive or innocent, youthful side. Maybe he's a bit of a party guy, How will this work out? Is the 5 of Cups. There could be some disappointment for you with this particular guy that you're thinking of, and I think it's because of his own lack of maturity. So I would say play it short term, play it for fun. It may or may not develop into what you were hoping for. The indications are that you will achieve, pleasure and attraction and satisfaction. Go, I was going to say around the bases, but I mean, but whether it's going to be something that's going to last you for years and years, it looks as though that partly hinges on him and how serious he is. You have to be very carefully gauging how serious he is. And I'm shuffling the cards again, and this time we'll look at your question on career. Are you working now? Hello, are you still there?
Not yet. Yeah, I'm here. Not yet.
You're not working yet. Okay. So I want to know what's the problem. I see that you're ready to move and do anything, go anywhere to get this job, but so far the 9 of Swords shows that there's been some disappointments, and it's really starting to really bug you, isn't it? It's starting to bug you that things are not happening the way that you want.
Right.
The person that you've been in contact with about a job recently is sort of harsh and stern. He's the King of Swords. I don't think that that's going to work out for you. So the job that you have been considering, waiting for a reply, if you're waiting for somebody to get back to you, it might not go as good. But that's followed by the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. You are going to get a career opportunity that's going to be very helpful to you. You're going to be working in close partnership with looks like a group of people. It's almost like a family business or something like that. It's quite a big business, and within that group, you're going to make a special friend who can not only help you with the business, but there might even be some other connection going on there, because it's the Two of Cups, and that shows a partnership or something. So you know how the boyfriend thing wasn't working out? When you get this next job, that's when the boyfriend will come to the surface. That's when that will manifest. Somehow that looks like it's going to grow out of the very job that you're going to have. So thank you so much for calling. I wish we had more time, but I'm trying to get 3 more people. Thanks so much now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And that takes us to area code 760. How are you today?
I'm good, Ed. How are you?
Great, thanks. And what area code are you calling from?
From California, Southern California.
Oh, okay, Southern California. My favorite part of California, unless you talk about Northern California. So, and your first name, please?
It's Gigi.
Judy? Great.
Gigi.
Gigi. Okay.
Yes.
Like Gigi, da 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 da, like the Maurice Chevalier song, eh?
Yes.
If you like Maurice
Chevalier.
You've heard that too many times. I'm sorry. You probably don't want to hear anybody say that
and
ever
usually,
again.
Usually
yes.
for men.
Oh. Okay. Well, you need to have men saying things to you. That's all right then.
I love
so
it.
What can
I love it, and I find it very endearing. So, yes, for me, I would love to know what the cards say about a move that needs to happen by, sometime late February. And,
it needs to happen. The move needs to take place. Okay.
Needs to happen, yes.
Go on.
And also, I would also like to know in terms of a love relationship coming for me in the early part of this year.
Oh, all righty. Coming to you, but it's not there yet. But you're hoping it's coming.
Not yet.
That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good. So let's tackle the moon, Gigi, and I've shuffled the cards. And where do you see me cutting these cards? Near the top, a third of the way down, halfway down?
I would say a third of the way down.
Okay, there we go. That's a third of the way down. Okay, as far as the move goes, who is the King of Wands? The King of Wands is someone who is probably going to help with this. Somebody's helping you with the move. Is that right? Is that right? And you're not having to do this all by yourself, I think. Either that or you're moving for his sake or for the sake of maybe a career or something like that attached to this move. It looks, the King of Wands part is really good. Next one is strength. Okay, so Gigi, you will have the strength to do this. It will take some, I hope you don't have to lift as many boxes as I did yesterday. I was helping somebody move some stuff, and I wrenched myself with too much physical activity. But yeah, get some helpers. But you will have the strength, and you will be able to smooth over any problems that come up, just the same way like this angelic woman is touching the face of the lion, kind of patting him, and kind of loving him. So in other words, the threat that could be there is not going to be there. You're going to be able to solve the situation of the move. And then the Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Cups has come up twice now in 2 readings, and this is a fond partnership of an exchange of vows almost. Something very good is going to come out of this move, Gigi. So that's a very good card for getting together with someone. Does this move have anything to do with you getting closer to someone whom you love, or perhaps to a career opportunity?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the card?
Yeah. I'm just thinking that might be one solution to what that card is. Okay, now we're going to go quickly to your next question, which was a special friend, a romance coming up in the next, what would you say, 3 months or so?
Yeah.
Between now and springtime?
So.
Okay. Gigi, I've shuffled them again. What do you think? Halfway down? Third of the way down?
Yes.
2/3 of the way down?
Halfway down.
Halfway down
Halfway.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me measure here. Okay, that's about halfway down. Karma is going to bring you your desire, because justice is on your side in this case, and I know that because it's followed by the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is a fabulously successful card. The person is sitting there with a broad smile on their face, and these 9 cups filled with all kinds of goodness are right behind you. So justice is going to bring you this. You may have been shortchanged, Gigi, in the way of in the realm of romance and love and adventure, and now this is going to change. And to prove that, the third card is the 4 of Wands, which is that happy homecoming card, the victorious card. There's 4 wands that are set with these wreaths, and there are 2 people in the distance that are kind of like celebrating your arrival. They're celebrating your arrival. You're going to be celebrating your arrival as you move, and you're also going to be celebrating this new romance. The new romance is tied in with the move itself somehow. Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, I don't know of that situation yet, but I certainly resonate with that.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. It's 12:21. I'm trying to whiz my way through all these people. So thank you again, Gigi, and please call.
It was a pleasure. Yes? It was a pleasure listening to you and connecting with you. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for calling. Okay, bye now.
Okay. Bye.
Now we're going to go to area code 509. I believe that they're driving a car or something. How you doing? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm a passenger, yes. How are you this morning, Ed?
Well, good. I'm doing the best I can. I have a wonderful cup of coffee sitting here 2 feet away, and I haven't been able to take a single sip of it yet, so it's a day of frustration. But Mercury retrograde does that to me sometimes. So 509,
Nice.
Where are you? Where's 509?
Washington State.
Okay. Favorite place up there. Love Washington, if I could ever get up there. And what can I do for you today? What's your question?
I was just hoping...
I'm sorry, your first name. I do need your first name to be able to tune in on you. Erica. All righty. That's great.
Yeah.
I was going to say my first wife, when I met her, had a snake named Erica, and she used to go to the pet store and bring it like little mice and rats and stuff, but she was a very sweet snake. I'm sure you weren't named after a snake. That would be too occult. That would be just too weird. So, Erica, what's your question?
I was just wondering if I can have any insight as to career and maybe employment for next year. I'm really excited to.
Yeah. Are you excited because are you finishing school and going out into the job market, or what's going on?
Pretty much. Yes, and I just want to make money and really have a passion for what I do. And I'm in the legal field, so I'm finishing up my bachelor's.
I'm ready to go here. I need you to tell me, should I cut them a third of the way, a half the way, 2/3 the way? Where do you see me cutting these cards?
1/3 is fine.
Okay, 1/3 it is. The legal field. Oh, okay. We're having some cards repeat themselves from other readings. This one is the 2 of Wands. You've been expecting for, you've been looking for, basically the ship to come in, so to speak, right? And you're you're pretty darn happy about that. Now, I'm just cautious. You're so bubbly, but what I see is the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is a card of someone being on the outside looking in, and of someone who does have some hurdles to get started with where they want to be, where they want to go. What kind of barriers are you facing in terms of being in the legal field? What kind of job are you going for? Like a legal aid, or are you going to become a lawyer?
Much.
What's going on?
I'm hoping. Well, I'm going to be going to law school, to become a judge. But Some of the hurdles, I would say, at times I feel like really bad for myself at the fact that you have high school graduates who are making $15, $18 an hour, and it's just like, here I am, a college student struggling. But I feel I just tell myself that it will pay off, and I feel like that's kind of the hurdles where sometimes it's kind of a step back for me to tell myself that, like, to look at the bigger picture, I guess.
Well, keep yourself funded, Erica. Keep yourself well-funded. Don't go out on too big of a limb. I know you probably have student loans and things like that, and sometimes you feel, oh, my God, how am I going to pay the bills? But that's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up just those kind of practical things. Then I'm also getting the 5 of Wands, which shows kind of like contention and competition. There's 5 people. They all have wands waving in the air, and they're like, well, it's almost like fighting with each other. So there's limited space on board the ship, you know what I mean? Limited space in the office there. So, gosh, I guess you just have to work your way through that, through everything you need to do to get the solution to your problem. The next card, I'm going for an extra card here, is the Knight of Wands. This will all settle itself down. The Wands, the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and now the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a person who I believe will be extremely helpful in your career. Chances are it's a male, but that's not for sure. It's not a page, so it's not someone in their 20s. It's not a king, so it's not someone in their 50s or 60s. It's kind of a medium-aged guy, you know, something like 30s, 40s. And I think in some way he's going to give you some really good advice. So if you take this good advice that he's going to give, the lovers, then you get the exact job that you want, exact career opportunity that you want. But it seems like you're going to have to be channeled to get there. You see, does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. I was also thinking about helping my mom start up a business. It's been a dream of hers, and I feel like that would be my way of giving back. But the money kind of, you need capital, and I have an idea of what type of business and all of that. But I mean, I'm a smart girl, so I can always make things happen. I just gotta, look for programs and different ways to help me. But do you see that one being a good idea?
And you'll find something. You know what? This might be like a grant or something. This might be money that's coming from a totally unexpected source. But you have to go get it. You have to find where that is to see you through from start to finish.
Chamber of Commerce.
Oh,
I was thinking about
great.
reaching out to them.
I think it would work. That seems to indicate the cards that I just mentioned. Listen to me again on the podcast broadcast at my website, edaugusts.com. And you can hear this over again when we post that after the show. I got to run. Thanks for calling, Erica.
I will. Thank you so much. Yep.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Okay, bye. Which takes us to the last call, area code 305. Hello.
Hi, Bill. Hi. Your voice sounded so familiar to somebody. I wish you could talk about astrology, because I love astrology and I do astrology, and I just have one question regarding that.
Yes.
Maybe.
I wish I could do astrology on the show, but that'll have to wait until I expand my format to an hour or an hour and a half. There's just no way I can answer questions with the astrology. Do you happen to keep track of your chart? Do you know what kind of transits are going on right now in your chart?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, wait until January the 9th before you make. I was going to say wait until January the 9th before you make any big decisions. Good. I think so. It works for me.
That sounds good. Okay.
I have 60 seconds. Let me ask you one question really quick. What's your question?
My question is regarding about Alfredo. Wait, what's his name? Alfredo.
Alfredo?
He has a gallery. Yeah, I think that's his name, Alfredo.
Okay,
Alfredo.
All I can do right now with our limited amount of time is to cut the cards here and in the middle. And it says, first is 7 of Wands. Be somewhat cautious. You're a beautiful woman. The 9 of Pentacles, his intentions may not be completely on the square, on the level with you. And I see you having to be the Queen of Swords and be somewhat critical of him and analyze him, according to what he really wants and whether you really get the results that you want to by continuing in that relationship. And that takes us to the end of our show. I'm so sorry. Let's do this another time, okay? All right. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye now.
And everybody, thank you for calling in. I'll try to expand this show soon so we have more time together. So if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, would you pardon me? Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Bye, everybody.